Lads, the WNBA media lied. They lied. And I think we should be allowed to say that. We should be allowed to say that the WNBA media, they lied to us. We were told that we were the ones who weren't respecting old WNBA players. But you know what we were doing? We were actually saying it like it is. We were saying it like it is, because at the end of the day, if you're going to just lie, the truth will eventually come out. The truth always comes out. And the truth is, Chelsea Gray has never recovered from that severe injury she had. She had a severe foot injury. She never recovered. And they tried to tell us that unrivaled. She's there on the mic. And by the way, this wouldn't be something if it was just, aging gracefully going into the sunset and riding off into the sunset and, playing a few more years, because she's still a WNBA level player. She's still a WNBA level player. But, she's not even a point guard. The WNBA GMs voted her the best point guard in the league this year over Caitlin Clark. There are acceptable answers. There are acceptable non-Caitlin Clark answers for the best point guard in the league. But Chelsea Gray is not one of them. First of all, she's not even a point guard anymore. I think that should be the first thing. She doesn't even play point guard anymore. Jackie Young plays point guard 75% of the time for the Aces. She's not even a point guard. But, she is a isolation scorer who doesn't do that very well anymore. And I'm not out here saying that she's been the point fraud for her entire career. But because the media and everyone in the WNBA continuously told us that Caitlin Clark is better than Chelsea Gray, or Chelsea Gray is better than Caitlin Clark, and Chelsea Gray is the best point guard in the WNBA, we have to hold her to the standards of a Caitlin Clark. Because Caitlin Clark is injured and is twice the player Caitlin or Chelsea Gray is when she's played. Skylar Diggins is better than Caitlin Clark. Natasha Cloud is better than Caitlin Clark. If we look through not better than Caitlin Clark. Jesus Christ, that's going to get cut out of. Oh my God, better than Chelsea Gray. That's going to get taken out of context, isn't it? But if you look at WNBA teams, and we look at their starting point guards, by the way, if you want to say she's quote unquote technically their starting point guard, you compare her to but she's meant to be the point guard, so we're judging her as a point guard here, even though she's not playing point guard. Is she better than Courtney Williams? No. Is she better than Natasha Cloud? No. Is she better than Monique Okoa-Makani? Maybe. Is she better than Skylar Diggins? No. Is she better than Jordan Canada? No. Is she better than Caitlin Clark? No. Is she better than Ari McDonald? Sure. Is she better than herself? Is she better than Veronica Burton? No. Is she better than Brittany Sykes? Or is she better than... Is Shug Sutton playing point? I don't even... that's a close one, but I'll give her it over Shug, I guess. I don't know if Shug Sutton's back playing, but if it's Sykes, no. Is she better than Kelsey Plum? No. Is she better than Rachel Banham? Sure. Is she better than JJ Quinterly? I don't know. Is she better than Layla Lacan? No, I stand by this. I think Layla Lacan's better than Chelsea Gray. But that's my controversial one. That's my controversial one. She's better than JJ Quinterly, but if Paige starts the one, she's not better than Paige, but it's been Quinterly. But I don't think she's better than Layla Lacan. I really like Layla Lacan, though. So, I'm going to, at some stage, do a redraft of 2024. And in my 2024 redraft, Layla Lacan goes number 3. I'm not joking. I have Lacan going above Brink, Rakia, and Camilla. That's just how highly I rate Layla Lacan. But if you look last night at this game, we watched the point fraud score 9 points, have 2 turnovers, and 0 assists. She's got Aja Wilson on her team and had 0 assists. Why is that? Because she doesn't play point guard anymore. That is it. She doesn't play point guard, and the only reason we're out here calling her the point fraud isn't that Chelsea Gray's been bad this season. I actually think she's been alright. 11-7-4. Sorry, 11-4-4. It's not bad stats. It's not bad, but she's had the occasional big assist game. She's had a couple where she's played where she's been back playing. She had a couple of games where she was playing point guard again. And then when she went back playing point guard again, you look at the field goal percentage. 2 of 4, 2 of 7, 3 of 7, 3 of 9. And then she goes back playing shooting guard again, and it's 4 of 7. And she struggled against the Aces, or against the Fever. But, like, the Minnesota Lynx won by 31 points. And we saw Anastasia Kosu. Anastasia Kosu scored 5 points. Anastasia Kosu. If you guys don't know anything, like, Kosu has unlimited potential. She's like 19. She just turned 20. She was 19 at the draft. She is 2 years away from being 2 years away. Like, with Anastasia Kosu, if she does anything this year, like, I wanted the Fever to draft her because I wanted the Fever to just send her back to Russia for a year. I wanted the Fever to draft her, stash her, and not even think about her for a year. But, like, they brought her over and she's even playing. But, like, is Chelsea Gray the worst player on the Aces? No. She's not. She's not. Like, Jewel Lloyd forgot how to play basketball. Like, that is one of those things. But nobody, like, we can say what we want about the gold player to Mamba. She wasn't pushed down because the gold player to Mamba doesn't play the same position as Caitlin Clark. She wasn't pushed down our throats. But the old WNBA spent so long trying to push the point fraud agenda. They spent so long trying to push the point fraud agenda that at this stage, I don't know. I think we're all on the side that it's over. It's over. Like, the goal play to Mamba scored 0 points last night, and the point fraud had 0 assists. The reality of the situation is Chelsea Gray, and is an all-time great point guard, and if you guys don't want to say, oh, she wasn't, Chelsea Gray has 3 championships. And you might be saying, oh, but like this player has championships as well. Watch Chelsea Gray in the 2022 playoffs. Like, that is an all-time heater. And Chelsea Gray is, at times, it's like the basket is an ocean. Like, she was the best. She was the second best player in Unrivaled. But Unrivaled is not basketball. In Unrivaled, we saw it. The first day of Unrivaled, everyone was sprinting up and down and people were dead. And then there was all the injuries really quickly. And then we saw Unrivaled slow down, which is when Angel Reese succeeded, which is when Chelsea Gray succeeded, when the game went real slow. She was able to control how slow that game was, and she just made shots. But Chelsea Gray makes make easy passes look hard. Good or flashy passers make easy passes look hard. Good passers make hard passes look easy. And there is never a pass. There's nothing Chelsea Gray makes look or does that looks easy. And that includes running. Like, defensively, she now has to guard power forwards. And in her defense, she's actually not bad at it. She's not bad at it. But, like, Chelsea Gray has got to be... I'm not joking when I say this. Like, we're looking at small ball power forward. Like, there's a guy... Nobody knows this in Irish basketball, but there was a guy historically by the name of Jaron Noonan. He was, like, 6 foot tall, out of shape guy that, like, was a D1 college level point guard, played pro, but just never took care of his body really. But by his 30s, he was a 6 foot tall center and was given the business to guys that were coming over from high level D1. They couldn't guard this guy. Chelsea Gray, like, should be a post up, because she can still hit these crazy fadeaways and these crazy pull ups at the 2. She should literally be a stretch 4, because she actually can guard. She can actually rebound and guard 4s. But at this stage, she's not a point guard, and we got to stop calling her the point guard, because the WNBA media running with these nicknames is the reason why the goal player Mamba, who was garbage last season, by the way. Like, she shot 36% from the field and people were hyping her up. She was garbage. And people are now that watch basketball and like basketball realizing that maybe these players aren't that great. And by the way, Chelsea Gray was. It's just she can't run. She can't run. We have to, like, I remember people were literally, I got called racist for saying she can't run. She can't run. I remember me losing my mind at the Olympics. They're like, why are you picking on Chelsea Gray? I'm like, I'm not picking on Chelsea Gray. She keeps getting picked and put in these crazy positions, and she cannot run. She can't run. I feel like I'm going crazy. I've never seen this in basketball. That people the media are trying to push it down people's throats that the best player at the position, especially a position where you need to be fast, is a player who cannot run because of injury.